I mean, God only knows what's going to happen while I'm on the airplane to London for 10 hours, 25 minutes. What am I going to be missing in the headlines for those 10 hours? What the hell's going to happen when I touch down at Heathrow that I was not aware of? Hey guys, hello Saltines, how are you? Nice to see you. Welcome to the new subscribers as well. If you are not aware, you are now a Saltine. You are one of our family here. Thanks for coming. Thanks for joining. Now, typically on this channel, we talk about crime, but I've made it aware from the very beginning of this channel. It was also going to be a British royal channel as well. If not royalty, British stuff, because I love England so much and have a history with it. I'm not going to talk about that right now, though. But please smash those buttons, the like button, the subscribe button. Please share the video. Do whatever you want down below, please. But hit those buttons for me. Throw me out there with the algorithms. I don't understand what that even means. I think you have to have an engineering degree to understand that, which I do not. The comments are really, sometimes they're funny. They're warming, they're supporting, they're loving, and then you get some comments that are just like, "What? That's what you took away from my video? That's funny." Someone said, "Why are you so defensive?" I don't know. Why am I? I'm salty. I've had a hard life, okay? That's why I'm salty and I'm a little defensive. I am the daughter of a narcissistic mother, to which I'm in therapy for and reading books. All right. I'm trying to figure my life out over here in my later years. It's not easy being me. So let's go over some of the things that I've read, I've watched. Now, yeah, all of this information I'm going to give you is information I got off the internet. If I have information from Spirit, because I do, mostly Diana, when I have information from Spirit specifically, I will let you know. Otherwise, this is information I have found on the internet. Now, if you're not aware, I have been channeling Diana since her passing. There's a whole story behind that. It's a long story because it's been a long time Diana's been with me. It's insane. I know that. I know it sounds crazy. Being a psychic is a little nutty, because I can't prove things until they happen or you guys find out what I had said is true, comes into the picture later. It's like, "Oh my God, Audrey did say that like 2 months ago. Ooh, that's kind of creepy. How did you know that?" Okay, and I am getting Spirit right now. Here goes my throat. Even my hairdresser knows when my voice starts getting like this. She goes, "Who's here? What spirits are coming in? Who's talking to you?" What the hell has happened in the 18 months since the queen has passed? The whole it's chaos. It's chaos. Now, someone said, "Her name's not Kate Middleton." Well, semantics, okay? Don't throw semantics at me. Yes, Catherine, Princess of Wales. You think I don't know that? You think I don't understand that? I understand that, okay? Get over it. Now, I may not be from England, but I fully respect them as a British person that I'm not. Okay? I respect them and I respect people in general. So I'm not here to say anything bad. Now, someone said she doesn't have anorexia. So, contrary to what you might believe, so when I read the comment that someone wrote, she doesn't have anorexia. She had abdominal surgery, not stomach surgery. Fine. So when I read that she does not have anorexia from a comment, I sought help. I sought clarification. I asked Diana and my spirit guide, someone to come in and give me an explanation. Was I wrong saying anorexia as opposed to another eating disorder? There's more than 2 or 3 eating disorders. There's a lot of disorders. And the feeling I get from spirit is kind of Audrey, kind of you're kind of right, but you're also kind of wrong. Okay, fair enough. I gave out some wrong information from Spirit. I own it. I own it. So clarify it for me, Spirit. What is it? What did I misunderstand in the translation of what you showed me? Okay, she does have a disorder that is causing her to be that thin. Okay, so I could see how I mistook that for being anorexic because in my mind, when Spirit's throwing words at me and feelings at me, I'm feeling disorder, disorder. Okay. And then I look at her and she's thin. Oh, eating disorder. Okay. So probably because she's so thin, probably anorexia. Well, you know what? I can't always be 100% on point, but she does have a medical problem that causes her to be that thin. And trying not to get off track. I'm trying not to forget what I wanted to say because these are important things. Okay. So I heard someone say about Catherine's touching up those photos that her team, the people who manage them, her and William and the Windsors, the team didn't know anything about putting out that photo and that it was, in fact, had 16 items in there that were changed. Now, I'm sorry, that is hard to believe. Not only do I believe Catherine did not alter that picture herself, I doubt William even took the picture. Um, okay, listen. I don't know about all royals, but I know Catherine cannot even eat exactly what she wants. And I think that's the way the queen had things set up when she was here. The royal family can't even eat everything they wish they could. Certain things they're not allowed to have. So you're trying to tell me you think Catherine did this all by herself and that she had this photo taken, that she um digital photography editing things to change that photo? She can't even eat what she wants. She can't even wear what she wants. You think she has authority or permission or opportunity to do something like that? I'm sorry, no. No, I'm saying no. No, mm-mm. Why does it matter? Well, it doesn't really matter because I'm not a citizen of the UK, but if I was a citizen of the UK, I think I would feel a little misled by the royals. Something's just not right. Audrey, for God's sakes, give these people their privacy. Well, I can understand why they have the right to have their privacy, but they work for the people. Just like our president and the police and everyone else who's they work for the citizens of the city town that they live in. Public service. Public service. Now, why would Catherine come out and apologize for the photo when she hasn't even come out and said, honestly, that she's okay? Hey, thanks for your concerns. Honestly, I'm totally fine. Recovering a little slow. Can't wait to see everyone again. Looking forward to spring. Do something. Now, being that she hasn't done anything like that, that's fine. But when you throw this photo out and then the apology for the photo that she didn't even really she didn't need to take responsibility for that. We have to remember in in the UK, they're different than us here in the US. They don't have politics like we do here. It's much different over there. And the royals roam the streets of England. They're out and about. They shake hands. They're out all the time. It's not like the United States at all. We've seen Catherine at Tesco's going grocery shopping. They were younger, when William and Kate were younger and Harry, they would be at the bars going out, drinking and, whatever, stuff they were doing in the bars. So that's way different than here in the United States. And, the people of Great Britain are used to that openness. that personal connection that people feel like they have. And that I think is something important. People in the UK, so many of them, at least in the London area, feel like they know the family because you kind of do. It's like, oh, there goes Prince Charles when he was a prince, or there goes the Queen. I saw the Queen on Easter years ago. Um, so they're out. It's a completely different mindset. So, a lot of people in the US are like, "What's the big freaking deal? I don't understand what's going on." It's a big deal. It's a big deal, especially being okay, here comes spirit. This feels like Diana all over again. What do we not know about? Here comes Diana. What do we not know? Okay, she's saying, "Yes, it's me. I'm here." What are we missing? Is there something going on that needs to be talked about? We have heard that potential domestic violence is happening with Catherine. If that's true, I would like Diana or someone to come in and give me information on that. Why would Diana give me information on her son if he's being physically abusive? Well, Diana's a real person. Diana doesn't play games. Diana doesn't hold back, at least with me. She does not hold back. And that includes describing herself to me and showing me and telling me things she's done that weren't very cool when she was alive. Um, so I'll tell you what I see psychically that I am seeing right now on William. I do not see hitting, kicking, punching. I don't see anything like that. I am seeing clenched jaw from William, tight fists, and his hand around someone's arm very tightly, which I do believe left a mark, bruising, a mark, red bruising. Okay. Who was it on? Was it on Catherine? Yeah, I kind of feel like it is. If I had to say yes or no right now, I would definitely say yes. Does that what does that mean? Should he go to jail for being domestic violence? I don't know. I don't know what you're supposed to do with that as a royal. What do you do? Do you throw the future king in jail? I don't know. Does he have to go to anger management classes? He's probably already in those, honestly. Um, we've heard Catherine's in a coma. She had to be put in a coma, which is why William, these are just alleged things I've heard, which is why William only went to the hospital to see her one time. King Charles went to see her in the hospital one time because she was in a coma. I'm not laughing. Well, I kind of am laughing. It's just like, that's pretty. Why would you? I don't know where that comes from. And when I talk about it and think about it, I don't get any confirmation from spirit on that. None. Nothing about her being in a coma. I do not believe she had plastic surgery for her face. I'm sure she probably would like to, but she can't. She can't do that. She's a princess in the British royal family. You're not going to be able to do that. You don't have permission to do that. And now I heard this morning that Prince William is going to be off for 4 weeks while the kids are on spring break, spring holiday. Why? William doesn't take care of those kids. I'm sorry if you didn't know that. They have how many nannies do they have and people? They have people for that. Just because it's 2024, don't think that the royals live like us. They do not. They're very controlled, and that includes their children. So I don't this doesn't jive with me. Something doesn't match up. Something doesn't seem right with William taking off 4 weeks to be with the children. Again, why is it our business? Well, it's not our business, but we feel a little misled. So now everything's going to be under the microscope. Every little thing is going to be suspicious. That's how we are as human beings. This is part of our caveman part. It's a survival need, where we have the need for more information in order to survive life. And with them being in charge of how many countries, I think subconsciously it really kind of triggers a lot of people. It's like, well, shit, what's going to happen? Does this put us at jeopardy in the world? Do people think they can attack us now because they look weak and confused and that they're lying? What is going to happen? So it is instilling fear in some people, and I can understand that. I can totally understand that. It's also my understanding, which I'm not surprised about this, there's already succession planning happening for William to be crowned king. I guess they were gonna maybe start doing this a little later, maybe in a few years as Charles got closer to late 70s. It's my understanding they're pushing that forward a little bit. And yeah, there's no doubt that William has his hands full. That's for sure. A lot of responsibility. Can you imagine? Oh, it feels like someone's sitting on my chest just thinking about it. It's a lot of stress. And we have all these horrible, horrible things being said about William and Rose Hanbury. Um, Now, I was talking to my husband about this because I will often tell my husband what Diana's saying to me when she says something new. And for a while now, let's say a couple of years, Diana repeatedly tells me he's his father's son. He's his father's son, like, over and over, Diana, like a broken record, Diana. He's his father's son. Okay, well, all right, what does that mean? That could mean a million different things, Diana. But the most obvious to me would be the cheating and, you know, extramarital affair, extramarital relationship. And I just never really let my mind go there. It's like, "Please, no. Please, not again." Can I don't know if we can take that again after Diana and Charles. And by the way, this isn't the first time the royals have been sneaky and misleading and trying to fix things, and multiple different stories. For those of us who are old enough, we remember when Diana died. We remember when Diana and Charles got divorced and she was dating Dodi El Fayed and fricking Camilla Parker Bowles was in the picture. I remember seeing that when Camilla was young at the polo matches and all this shit. And it's like, oh my God. So this is nothing new. And even the queen, when the queen was young, there were rumors Philip was having affairs in Africa with some of the women there. So this is nothing new, making these, I don't want to say threats, but they kind of feel like a threat when you might be trying to expose someone's secrets. So I have not gotten confirmation from Diana yet that William is the father of Rose Hanbury's youngest child, and if she's pregnant with his child currently. And if Diana wants to come in. So right now, for example, as a psychic, what I'm saying, I'm asking Diana directly a question. Diana's really good at not looking at me or just completely stonewalling me. Like I'm not even going to answer that question, kind of thing. Or it's not time. No, she tells me no a lot. Like, don't ask. We're not going there right now. Diana will flat out say, "Don't even ask me because I'm not going to talk about it right now." And with spirit, a lot of things are timing. Why can't she tell me now? I don't know. It's like the girl I do a reading with every month. How come her relatives who are dead told me this big family secret after 2 years? Why didn't they tell me when I first met her, within the first couple of months of meeting her and doing readings? Why did they wait 2 years? I don't know. I don't know. So hopefully Diana will come through. And as I talk like this, I'm kind of like, hey, you know, Is now a good time, Diana? Um, but I have to wait. I'm at the mercy of spirit, in most of these cases. As Americans, we love drama, we love reality TV, and this case with the royals definitely feels like a soap opera and reality TV, and that's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Now, I discussed Kate's family in the last video a little bit. I touched on them, my feelings about the Middletons. Um, I'm just gonna gossip a little bit. Audrey, you're awful. Aren't you supposed to be doing good things in the world? Yeah, but I'm also a human being. Okay, I'm a human being, and I do like to gossip sometimes, and this is one of those times. I'm not gonna apologize for that. Okay, so we have the Middletons, $2.6 million in debt that they owe people there in the UK. Those people want their money, and their businesses are failing because the Middletons aren't paying them back. Cool. Good on ya, as my husband would say. Good on you, mate. Good on ya, Middletons. They are financially bankrupt. Um, their empire has crumbled. Their businesses have all failed, including Pippa and James's businesses, apparently. And Pippa's father-in-law is in trouble for some sort of sexual trouble, an incident. He is now being investigated for and about. So, karma's a bitch. And look, I'm not saying I don't ever have karma. Of course I have karma. I'm not perfect. So this just kind of goes along, all these things that are happening with the Middletons, this kind of goes along with what I have felt from the beginning of seeing these people, how they made me feel. They feel fake. They feel fake. They're want to be's. They're wannabes. And yes, everyone wants to be financially independent and wealthy, of course. That's not what I'm saying. But these people, these mom and dad, literally raised their children like a show animal to be sold off at the right time. So they did succeed with that, but at what cost? Because I'm telling you, Catherine is miserable. And I can feel Catherine's pain of her worst case scenario. She's going through her worst case scenario. If I stay or if I go, does this marriage work or is it not going to work? Are we repeating history with Charles and Diana and Camilla? There's a lot of really negative, heavy energy in this family right now. And hold on one second. Spirit's trying to come in. Oh, I heard and I saw a video of it of the ambulance being called. I think December 28th, the ambulance was called and Catherine was in the ambulance. There's so much information. It's a little overwhelming. And even for me as a psychic, it's like, okay, wait, what's just reality? Yes, there was an ambulance. Oh, you said Catherine was in the ambulance, but maybe she wasn't. So I'm trying uh to be led by spirit, not by man. I want spirit's confirmation and information more than what I'm seeing on YouTube and the news and stuff. So it's a lot to process. So what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? I will be there in just a couple days. I do not believe Catherine is passed. I don't think she was ever on life support, as has been explained. I'm asking right now for clarification. Now, the last time I was in England, I spoke to Lady C on the phone. She scares me a little bit. She terrifies me a little bit, that little old lady. So I don't know if I wanna, go back to her castle or, call her. We'll see. We'll see what my mood is like, but she does terrify me, I have to tell you. She's smart. That woman is smart. She is very, very smart, Lady C, but she is terrifying. All right. Well, that's what I have for now. Um, yeah, I'll come back. I'll come back as often as I need to update you guys. And I just hope everything ends well. I hope everything is in the end. I hope everyone can get along, recover emotionally, physically, mentally. Mental health is a big, big problem, and it's a serious problem, and it's an invisible problem that many people run around with mental health issues, serious issues, and nobody knows. So it's important that we keep that in mind as well. So if Catherine's healing, she may look fine, but her insides may not. So again, if you pray, if you're a praying person, pray for them, send good energy to all of them. Yeah, that's all I ask. All right, you guys, I'll see you soon. Take care.